Canada. The economic sanctions that are being enacted against the Russian economy provide an example of the power of economics to keep world peace. I unpack more historical details in my podcast number 47, titled Economics and World Peace. There's another kind of sanction going on in Canada. It is carefully explained by Jeffrey Tucker, writing in the Epoch Times. The truckers in Canada deployed the crowdfunding platform GoFundMe and raised $9 million. But then the platform said that it wouldn't distribute the money, pending the release of a clear plan on what the truckers were going to do with it. A few days later, GoFundMe announced that it wouldn't give the money to the truckers, but rather to other charities of their choosing. In other words, it would steal the money. That outraged many people, among them Elon Musk, and the internet blew up in fury. At that point, GoFundMe returned all the money to the donors. In the next act of this drama, the truckers went to Give, Send, Go, a platform that seems more independent and that pledged to give the money to the truckers. See, the data on donors was leaked to the government and then to the Canadian Broadcasting Corporation and handed over to the Canadian government, where the Minister of Finance declared that anyone using these systems to provide funding to the truckers was engaging in an illicit activity, essentially terrorism, as they called it. Without missing the beat, the Minister of Justice for Prime Minister Justin Trudeau went further to declare that anyone who has given large figures of money through these platforms should be worried about having their bank accounts frozen. So there we have it on record. The Canadian government has declared that it can freeze anyone's bank account and seize the contents based on their political views or charitable actions. Okay, here's the point. Economic sanctions can be used for good, like the Russian example, or for ill, as in the Canadian example. That does not surprise Christian economists, because we've assumed all along that anything God created for good can be twisted and used for ill by humans. We're seeing both examples. Adam Smith wrote about that in The Wealth of Nations in 1776. Yes, that guy. He got his face on the back of the 20-pound note in the UK for that contribution. A recent video series is by one of my favorite economists, Johan Norberg. The title is The Real Adam Smith, Ideas That Changed the World. In the introduction, Norberg says, "A man who lived in an era of sailing ships and horse-drawn carriages imagined our world today." He did. Norberg is right. We're all richer because of the specialization given to us by Adam Smith in The Wealth of Nations in 1776. Specialization has gone global. A personal example. I was visiting with an executive from Toyota last week who explained that the reason for the shortage of computer chips for cars goes all the way back to Adam Smith, because chip making has specialized. There are only about 3 manufacturers that supply all the automakers in the world. So when something goes wrong with their supply chain, all the automakers are put on hold.